Irvine has quickly become one of the most popular cities in the entire state of California, and I moved here around 4 years ago, so I wanted to make a video discussing why I moved here and the reasons why I still love living in Irvine. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ian Phillips. I'm a local realtor in Orange County, and I have people reaching out to me every single week asking me what city makes the most sense for them, asking me questions about the housing market. So now I'm uploading weekly YouTube videos diving into every single city in Orange County and going over different housing markets because things change city to city. So if you're looking for a realtor in the area, reach out. I'd love to chat and we can go over a game plan about what makes the most sense for you. Let's get into the video. So one of the reasons why I moved to Irvine is because of how central it is for Orange County, and that was very important to me. As someone who drives all around Orange County, I didn't want to be stuck in South County if I needed to go to the north or vice versa. As well as being close to the beach, as someone who goes every single weekend in the summer, I wanted to be relatively close to Laguna Beach because it's our favorite beach, and it's only about 20 minutes from Main Beach, which is perfect for me. If you're someone who likes hiking trails, biking trails, taking walks in nice areas, Irvine has an enormous amount of those options for you. Probably the most out of every city in Orange County. It's really close to Peters Canyon, which is a really nice hike in the summer or in the winter. It doesn't get too cold. It takes you about 45 minutes to an hour to walk the entire trail. And if you're someone who's active, you play pickleball, tennis, basketball, swimming, Irvine has a ton of free courts and pools for you to use. And depending on your community, you might have an Olympic lap pool, you might have your own tennis and pickleball courts, which a lot of cities don't really have. So although you might be paying an HOA of $200–300 a month, you do get a lot with those fees. You get free pickleball courts, tennis courts, pools, basketball courts. Sometimes you have a gym, you have nice barbecue areas, which a lot of cities in Orange County don't really have, especially ones without an HOA. And as someone who is very active, I use these amenities every single week, and that's a huge bonus for me. Another reason why people choose to live in Irvine is because of how much growth is going on here. So you have a ton of venture capital, private equity startups that are moving their headquarters to Irvine, and as a result, they are on a hiring spree. I have a lot of friends in the tech field, and they've been having interviews with these companies every single week for the last couple months, and a lot of them are getting job offers very quickly with high-paying salaries. And for a lot of people in those fields, that is very important to be in a city where a lot of growth is happening. And then of course you have the family aspect of Irvine, which is one of the reasons why it's become the most popular city in Southern California, and it's one of the safest cities in the entire state, and I can attest to this. Recently there was a theft attempt at a Target, and they called 8 police officers to stop it from happening. And that's basically because cops don't really have anything else to do here because of how safe Irvine is. So that is just an example of how safe this city really is. Now, when we discuss family aspects, an important part of that is the school system. My fiance went to Irvine Unified, her sisters went to Irvine Unified, and they absolutely loved it. And it is one of the best education systems, if not the best, in all of Southern California. And that is a primary factor as to why families with young kids or young couples who want to start a family in the future choose to move to Irvine. And that is another reason why home values have appreciated so much. Because Irvine has seen so much growth, it is one of the reasons why I think it will continue to expand. Home values have gone up an immense amount over the last 6 to 7 years. The median sales price now is $1.6 million. If you're looking for a deeper dive in the Irvine housing market, I will link my recent video in the description below so you can get an idea of the median sales price, days on market, month supply of inventory, and exactly what's going on in Irvine. But in my opinion, I don't really see this slowing down too much. We might shift from a hot seller's market into a neutral market as prices have gone up a lot, but there is going to be a ton of demand for Irvine for the foreseeable future. And in my opinion, 10 years from now, I wouldn't be surprised if the median sales price is actually over $3 million. But if you're someone who doesn't want to get into that type of price range, there are condos and townhomes available for under $1 million, 2 beds, 3 beds, and in beautiful neighborhoods. So we'll go over a few of the neighborhoods in Irvine. We have Orchard Hills, which is in the north part, right over here. And that is one of the higher end areas. It's also a lot of newer homes. They're all gated. The price ranges from $1.5 million for a 2-bedroom condo all the way up to $6 or $7 million for a 7,000 square foot house with a pretty nice backyard. And then you have Northwood, which is where my fiance grew up and where they went to school. And that is a older community in Irvine. I say older, but it started being built in the late 70s, early 80s. And Irvine as a whole kind of started around the 60s. So it's definitely not a new city by any means, but what I do love about it is they're still building. And when you go over to this Great Park area, which is right here, you have a ton of new construction happening. So if you're someone that wants a brand new home, Great Park might be an option for you. They're still building brand new homes built in 2025. So that might be something that appeals to you. I've sold some clients some homes over there and they absolutely love it. They're probably not going to be leaving anytime soon. And Great Park has probably the most amenities out of every subsection of Irvine, and they are continuing to expand it. And then you have Portola Hills, which is a little bit north of Great Park, and they are building homes over there as well. And the style of homes are completely different. They do have a lot of amenities like Great Park has, but not nearly as much. And then between Great Park and Northwood, you have Woodbridge, Woodbury, which is a little older homes in the 70s. Woodbury is early 2000s. And the nice thing about these areas is they have completely different price ranges. So you also have your entry level $900, $1 million townhomes, 3-bedroom, all the way up to your $3 million large single family homes with a pretty nice backyard. Now let's go over a few of the cons in Irvine, one of which is the lot sizes. If you're someone that values 10,000, 15,000 square foot lot size, Irvine's probably not going to be the city for you. Typically, for a single family home, your lot sizes range from 3,000 square feet to 7,000 square feet. They don't really get much bigger than that, unless you're talking about Shady Canyon, which is the most expensive area in Irvine, where your average home value is $10 to $15 million. But you do get an acre of land, and that is probably the most exclusive community in Irvine. Next to that, you have Turtle Rock, which is on the border of Newport Beach, and it does demand a higher median home value compared to the rest of Irvine. Your entry-level home over there is over $2 million compared to the average in Irvine, which is $1.6 million. And going back to the location, you have John Wayne Airport, which is right next door. So if you're someone who flies domestically, that is a huge bonus. Now, you don't really get to hear any of the plane noise, as Irvine, the border of it, starts east of John Wayne and flights run north to south, landing and taking off. So that doesn't really affect you. Rather than places like Tustin or on the west side of Newport Beach, you have plane traffic overhead almost every hour of the day. I believe the cutoff is around 10 p.m. So that's a huge bonus to Irvine. And again, in my opinion, I think Irvine is just going to continue to be one of the most popular cities in Orange County. In fact, it's outperformed Orange County as a whole by around 10% for the last 3 years. So that's a few of the reasons why I love Irvine, why I moved here, and why a lot of buyers are choosing to purchase a home in this city. So if you're looking for a realtor in the area, reach out. I'd love to chat. We can go over a game plan. Subscribe for more. I'll see you in my next video.